So I'm going to record a slightly different video today using Celtic Reiki. So I have a camera up here and I have one here, and I'm going to try and make this like a two-center video if I can. I'm trying to get a bit better, a bit more savvy at recording and editing. So this will either get released together, sandwiched together, or I will release them both separately so you have the same sounds but different visuals. Okay, so get yourself comfortable now and imagine looking at a beautiful tree. Cast your eyes down the trunk towards the earth, and as you feel your roots growing downwards and downwards and downwards, your roots fuse with the roots of the inner world tree. Your roots fuse with the twigs of the inner world tree, rather. And they suck up that life force energy, that chi, gradually through this healing and meditation. The energy of that world tree will rise up your body and out at the top of your head, protecting you and cleansing you to be drawn up through your body again and out of the top of your head in a perpetual motion of cleansing, of clearing, of healing, and really a bit of rebirth, because each time you do a healing you have a bit of rebirthing. So we have grounded and we have protected with the energy of this tree. You look like you're standing in a fountain at the moment. And now I want you to really think about what it is you want to get rid of, and I want you to blow on the stone. Blow it out. Good. And again, blow it out. One last time. Okay. We set this aside and to place it inside an abalone shell. We're just going to put it right down here. And for those of you looking above, you can see that as it happens. Okay. So, I'd like you now to turn around and look at this tree again. And a doorway or a crack starts to open up. You are perfectly safe and perfectly protected, and I'd like you now to walk into this tree. And you'll see a spiral staircase, and I'd like you to start walking down and down and down. As I shuffle these cards, we're going to see where we're going to go today. These are called, I think they're called Earth Wisdom or Druid Wisdom, and they're tiny little cards. I got them off Amazon. Keep walking down your tree into the ethereal world. Blow on the cards now as we choose the Avalon apples. We're going to go to Avalon. Okay. So when you reach the bottom of this tree, there is another doorway for you. And you push the doorway open. And you step through it into a beautiful orchard on the slopes of Glastonbury Tor. And I'm just going to draw the apple symbol quick down you now, cleansing, clearing, life-giving, happy apples. Drawing that. Apple energy of the Irish Owen. Now let's see if we can find a picture of Glastonbury Tor anywhere in these beautiful. There is one, St. Michael's, on top of the Glastonbury Tor, and along you walk through this orchard of apples. Keep walking, hearing the hum of birds, hearing the buzz of the insects. And you're on the side of the slopes of Avalon, somewhere around the bottom. And here we are, here is Glastonbury Tor. And the orchards would be down here in the Chalice Wells garden. There's the Vesica Pisces. So I'd like you now just to find one of these apple trees for you to sit down underneath, and the ground slopes down quite a way as we now start to do some healing on the dantians. And here we have some kind of jasper, red jasper at the lower dantian. I'd like you to feel that in your abdomen now, where the Hara chakra is. So it's actually just below the belly button. It is not quite the sacral chakra, it is different. This is where you store your core energy. Remember, I said in another video that this is a cauldron of warming. And I want you to move up your body to your heart. And here is a fairy stone given to me by a woman at a Beltane ceremony once. A druid over in Hastings when we visited Jack of the Green. And I'd like you just to focus on your heart center, the middle dantian, and then take your mind's eye up to your mind's eye, actually, the yin tang point right in the middle of your forehead. I'm going to open that and we're going to do some healing on that. So I'm just placing that down now. Okay. So we'll start some clearing now. So we're going to draw the birch tree, the bath, if I can find bath. that down you. And draw that down you. Birch is a cleansing. A cleansing. Feel that sort of antiseptic, a bit like witch hazel energy rushing through you. And just cleansing out of your mind, out of the yin tang point. All of that busyness, all of that anxiety, clearing it out now. Clear, 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 clear. Okay, now down to your heart. Again, breath, breath. Clearing, cutting any ties, any cords, not of the Creator's desire. I'm just going to dip that into a flame, an ethereal flame. We're going to just singe, cauterize those ties so they don't grow back to the unhealthy things in your life. Okay. Now, down to the lower dantian, that red stone in your abdomen. Breath. Breath. Let's move that out of the way. Remember, always for your well-being, always with harm to none, always for your highest good. That is all that I strive for in these videos and meditation. Medicine without medicine. Path working for highest goods and harms to none. Okay, so we're in an apple orchard on the side of Glastonbury Tor in the Chalice Wells Garden. The whole area is a portal. The church, St. Michael's Church Tower on the top of the Tor, is the actual epicenter of the portal, but it brings energy down into the surrounding power point that is the Glastonbury. Okay, and as you sit here, you start to become a little bit relaxed. You enter that beta or gamma or whatever it is called, you know, where you start to get a bit fuzzy. That state between sleep and the maidens of Glastonbury start to move in around you. And they start to dance. Some of them start sprinkling you with herbs. Maybe they're smudging, whispering incantations. Health and healing for you here. Guidance and cleansing at any time of year. Under the apples you do lie, looking up towards the sky. Let your fears and your worries out. Imagine getting up and dancing about. We, the maidens of the Avalon Isle, minister to you. For just a little while. Breathe in and release. Just going to run these river stones. Actually, they're stones from a swamp in Dartmoor. Just balancing you. Have a slightly heavier energy, like a boggy energy. Relax, relax. Dartmoor, of course, would have been King Arthur country, who is buried, it is said, on Avalon. And this is just to keep you in a relaxed state. One of these priestesses takes a calming white snowy quartz and start to clear your mind with it. Just let any fall of any anxiety just be calmed and put into perspective. Don't let your mind run away with you and with it. Now just hold the space. Trying to work on two screens, remember. So that is going behind on the one that you're looking at me, and now this is just going behind on the one that is the down shot. Okay. Now for the heart that beats strongly, it might beat sadly. It might beat angrily. These are swept down your aura. The beautiful river mussels, freshwater clams, a gentle healing as it is brushed through the aura. It is also shined in right at your heart. Feel the love. Feel the fluidity and the gentleness. Feel the wisdom. Whatever you're going through, you're learning from. And it might be an awful lesson to learn, but you will come out stronger. Keep the faith. Trust that it is for your higher good and harm for none. Breathe in. Now we get to the lower dantian, where the red stone was. Take your mind down to that part of you, and we're just going to clear clearing some of the pain in your hips, clearing some of the pain in the ovaries, clearing whatever needs to come out if you are trying to create new life. Wish, keep wishing, asking the maidens here to help you with the fertility. Vesica Pisces, the yoni symbol. Vesica Pisces of the chalice wells. Great symbol of femininity. Part of the sacred geometry of the flower of life, and if you so wish it, a scarab beetle or an eye. Either way, it is healing, it is opening, it is purifying. Now, feel a little bit of fairy-like language coming in from these guides, these maidens of Avalon, the priestesses. One now plucks an apple. They pluck this apple for you and gift it. You bite into it, knowing that it has healing properties, knowing that a doctor is kept away by an apple a day, knowing that these priestesses would have done a 3-day apple cleanse around the equinox, around Mabon, Amon, Alban. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Alban Ilthred, I think it is, to the Druids. At the vernal equinox. Not the vernal equinox, I'm getting it all wrong today, aren't I? At the autumn equinox. Quartz. Feel the happiness of this tree. This is a tree that likes to be around people. They're very small trees on the Isle of Avalon. Tiny, tiny little trees because they like to be close to human height so they can listen in and gossip and laugh and talk. Bringing that community energy into you and to those that you love and mix with. So take a breath in now and feel the energy of Quet filling up the lower dantian. Filling up and rising to the middle dantian at the heart. And again, rising up your body to the upper dantian, the yin-tang point in the middle of your forehead, and then flowing up and out, down your body like a fountain to be drawn up you and around. The energy of Quet, supported by the energy of Beath, for beginnings and endings. For today is the beginning of your new mindset and healing. Breathe in and release. to run the hilt down your body to ground you. This is the blue stone, the same granite of Stonehenge. Calming you down. I'm doing it twice. I'm doing it 2 times 3 down both screens. Keeping my finger over the point so it doesn't cut anyone. Grounding you but elevating you at the same time, one hopes. Okay. Now you have finished your apple, knowing that you have had all of the elements that have gone into making that apple: earth, air, sky, water, and because you are here on Avalon, spirit. So now I'd like you just to stand up and imagine thanking these beautiful maidens that have helped you today. One of them offers you a crystal goblet of water, straight from the chalice wells, either the white well or the red well. And you sip of it, and feeling the liquid as it moves down the esophagus and into your belly. And you now start to walk away, back the way you come through the wooden doorway, back into the tree. And you start to walk up the spiral staircase, moving higher and higher and higher back into your world. And then you exit the doorway at your level, and it fuses behind you. You turn yourself around and sit down at the base of your tree, within it, the bottom of its trunk, and ground yourself. Feel the weight of my arms upon you, resting on your shoulders, putting that heaviness and calmness back into you now. Breathe in and relax again. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment, and nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Thank you for watching today, and I see you another time.